Hi, I'm Natalie Gardner with Dr. Doug's, and it is National Eczema Awareness Month. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about eczema. We've gotten quite a few questions, and we have just launched a new Eczema Bundle. So thought it would be a good time to talk a little bit about that. So I'm here with a couple amazing physicians today, and the two who are here, Dr. Doug himself, the creator of Dr. Doug's Balms, and he still hand makes each of our products, and Dr. Melanie Kingsley, who is a dermatologist who has worked with us from the beginning of the development of these products and has since used it on her own patients and can give us a little bit of her insight as well. Welcome.
Thank you.
When Dr. Doug's was first founded, it was created for athletes, and we had no idea that it would be able to be used for patients with eczema as well and used successfully. And my first experience was my boys, who both had a little bit of eczema, and now that we use Dr. Doug's as the daily moisturizer, we haven't seen it in years. So we would have never known it worked outside athletes. But now I'd like to ask Dr. Doug, did you have any idea that the product you were creating would help more than just athletes?
No. So it was just going to be blister balm. It was going to be something to help keep your, this is the hard part, to keep your skin dry. So the beeswax is in there for that. It gives you a moisture barrier. So it would keep the oils, your skin oils in and water out. It would also reduce friction and pressure. And one of the things I was always asking my fellow runners or hikers, does anyone have any hot spots? And, I tried a little of this, a little of that, and we all had just pockets full of various products, and they all worked, but we wanted one thing that we could apply. And I think that I first got an inclination that it worked for contact dermatitis when some of the people got some poison ivy. And so poison ivy is just an inflammatory condition. It's technically it's autoimmune. Some people get it, some people don't, because the resin or the wax in the poison ivy reacts with your immune system to create the rash. And I had people taking before and after pictures, and I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, is it the coconut oil? Is it the beeswax? Is it something else? And at the end of the day, you don't care. You're just glad they're better. And so then it was actually Dr. Kingsley who nudged us to put in some zinc for the healing properties for the open blisters and things like that.
We absolutely love our athletes, but we're so excited to hear that the products could help more than just one group of people. It was really a pleasant surprise when we heard it was beneficial for eczema. Could you tell us a little bit about what eczema patients experience and what is eczema?
So eczema is a skin condition which many people are born with or are predisposed to genetically, but it's a sensitivity to certain products, certain fragrances, certain weather changes, that patients get a dry, itchy rash on their skin. And it could be quite difficult to treat. And it can be anywhere from babies to older adults. And it's a rash that many times we find we have to treat with multiple medications. And we have to go through several steps to treat them, from removing fragrance products, just using gentle soaps and laundry detergents, and making sure parents are going and people themselves are going through all of those steps. But then we find many times we're chasing it with steroids and applying topical steroids and other medications. Some people have to take oral medication and injections to help treat it. It gets so severe. So they battle through this most of their life. And early on, if you can kind of keep it under control, it helps. And I found with Dr. Doug's, it helps not only reduce the amount of steroids we have to use, it helps prevent recurrence, it helps treat at early stages to just knock it out before it gets bad. And it's a special combination that you have here with the coconut oil that really helps seal the skin and protect the barrier from those surrounding environmental factors that are causing the eczema.
I couldn't imagine some of those experiences of parents and patients who experience eczema. But that is really why we wanted to create a bundle that would be able to help now that we learned that it could. Could you talk a little bit about the ingredients in the bundle and how they might help patients with eczema?
So I can talk about the ingredients for each product in the bundle, but I think Dr. Kingsley would be better suited to talk about why why you chose these. So this is the original, and you can, in its first incarnation when I was buying things online and mixing it in my kitchen, I was looking for organic, and I didn't realize that there was food grade certified organic. There's a lot of kind of searchable trigger terms out there. But we've had customers who've had their pets eat this, and they send us these rather frantic emails saying, is my animal going to die? You can actually eat this in a survival situation. So this is all food grade coconut oil. You could cook with it. It's food grade beeswax, all organic. It's food grade olive oil, just like you cook with, when you go to an Italian restaurant. The peppermint oil and lavender oil are also organic. I'm not sure they're food grade. But it's, like I said, we've had kids and pets eat it, and they're fine. So the only thing that's technically not organic, because organic, we think of organic as coming out of the ground and having a carbon atom in it. So one thing that's not organic is the zinc that's in the zinc balm. And you did a lot of research on should we do nano or non-nano and what's healthy. And I see in my office a lot of skin, hair, and nail dysfunction. I used to order zinc levels, but really I just put them on supplemental zinc now, either by pills or with this stuff, because you can pay for a year's supply of zinc with one blood test. I don't even order the test anymore. If I think they're low in zinc, I get them the zinc. The titanium is in there for, there's UVA and UVB, so we kind of tinkered with it. People were using just the zinc balm. This is the blue stuff, the clear zinc, is original with the added minerals, okay? So they're natural, they're technically not organic. And then the soap came from YouTube because you couldn't get your favorite charcoal soap online. And it took us a while to get there, to be fair. I mean, I took this. Any soap that you buy is a fat or an oil that you put sodium hydroxide in, and it hardens, and I guess it saponifies, like the word soap, saponify, it saponifies. So we put charcoal soap in there, and I had to tinker with some of the ingredients that I use. We were looking for a little bit more foamy and a little more hard hardness to the soap, not the water, to the soap. And it took us a while to get there. And so if you were to summarize, I'd say food grade organic that we added zinc and titanium to, food grade organic that we figured out how to make into a soap with charcoal, which is organic. And this is coconut shell charcoal. And it's kind of cool. We can do a different talk sometime what it looks like, but it looks like gunpowder.
So it took quite a while to find the right ingredients, to do sourcing for high quality ingredients all over the world to put these products together. And Doug, I know you relied quite a bit on Dr. Kingsley for her expertise and input as well. For this specific eczema bundle, what do you think? What do you think about the ingredients that are in it and the products that ended up being the eczema bundle?
Well, I think this is a fabulous combination for our eczema patients. It's my favorite 3 products you have, and I recommend them often for my patients. It starts with the Miracle Balm, which is your go-to. It's your main product, which I think patients can easily grab and apply. It feels good. It's easy to apply. It smells great. And it doesn't have a lot of fragrance. It's just very minimal. So usually I have not seen any patients get any sensitivity to it. And so you can use it anywhere you know you might get eczema, anywhere you're starting to feel eczema coming on. Or if you do a lot of hand washing, just put it on right after you wash your hands. So this is for prevention as well as treatment of eczema. The zinc is great for any open sores. So if you have the fissures, the cuts and scrapes on your hands, if you have a baby with a rash that is not healing, or even a diaper rash, I love that for as well. It's great for the healing effects. The zinc adds that extra healing power. And then I love the charcoal soap. It's detoxifying for the skin, but also has that coconut oil in it to help nourish the skin and moisturize it while you're washing.
So Doug, you don't treat it every day, but do you have any personal experience with eczema?
So I get poison ivy, but I've never had eczema, so I'm very fortunate. What I've learned is that I was making this for people who didn't shower for days at a time, who had wet feet for hours a day, and they just had the problems that one accumulates over a long weekend without any benefit of cars or bicycles and things like that, right? So they would get foot, shoulder, and hip problems. And what I learned and how we've expanded our demographic is that everyone has these problems, and some of the toughest problems in everyday life that I'm cognizant of, such as eczema, it works for that as well. And so we're just very fortunate that it works for them. We've said this before, that we are in the happiness business. Like, I'm a problem solver, and I think Dr. Kingsley has the same kind of puzzle solving thing that I do. I don't want to speak for you, Melanie, but I like to make people happy, and I like to solve their problems. That's what makes me get up and go every day.
Okay, so for the record, this product was originally created for athletes, but just so we all know out there, you do shower on a regular basis.
Except for when there is no shower and I'm hiking in the woods in Tennessee.
Okay,
So
just wanted to
I'm
clarify
very
that
hygienic.
in case anyone was curious.
I may not shave every day. I guess.
So, Dr. Kingsley, can you tell us a little bit about, going back to the actual eczema patients, can you tell us a little bit about what treatment's been like in the past, what you've seen with the bundle, and then how would you recommend your patients use it?
So, like Dr. Doug, I am also in the business of making people happy, making their lives a little easier. If I can come up with a regimen that will simplify their daily routine. And I found that Dr. Doug's Eczema Bundle has succeeded in this because like I've said, we've chased eczema, we chased it with steroids and different treatment protocols. But if we start with something as simple as this, we might be able to prevent it or treat it at the earlier stages. And what I like to do is, with this bundle, start with the charcoal soap to detoxify, to hydrate the skin while bathing or showering. And then as soon as you're done, you just pat dry, your skin's a little damp, you apply the Miracle Balm on the skin. And all you need is a thin layer. It goes a long way. And if any sores are open, we would add the zinc. But just doing this on a daily basis, then reapplying the Dr. Doug's throughout the day to any more difficult areas really makes a huge difference in their skin and quality of life. Patients are so happy. They love it. They truly call it the Miracle Balm. And previous to this, we did use several different ointments over the counter, even prescription ointments, but nothing seems to compare to this. And patients realize it immediately. They're a little hesitant to try another product, but as soon as they try it, they notice an immediate improvement within a few days. I even had one patient tell me their baby had severe eczema, and he put the Dr. Doug's on at nighttime, put the PJs on, and in the morning woke up and could not believe his eyes when he saw how much improvement the baby had overnight. So it really is a miracle balm, works great. I still do use my topical steroids or other medications if needed, but I use those on maybe something that's more severe, more difficult to treat. So it's not going to take the place of all eczema treatment, but it will do a lot for the skin and cause great improvement alone.
Well, thank you both for being here, for answering the questions. It's so good to learn some more. And hope you love the new Eczema Bundle. I will let you guys take it away.
You got any closers?
I would just like to add, I use this every day and recommend it for all my patients, eczema or not. It's a great moisturizing treatment for your skin. And going into the cold weather season, it's even better timing to start it.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little spoiled because I use these products every day. I have free access to them, so why not? I get this coupon code for 100% off from Natalie. And so, it's a joke. But I use this every day, and so I didn't realize that I hadn't studied this much on eczema since medical school. So it was a really good update for me. My patients, seems like a lot of them have it, but I give them this or send it to you. So in the meantime, don't forget, protect, heal, and restore, just like the Dr. Doug's motto. Whether you're out there doing the races that I do, or you're just running the race of life and get those everyday problems.
If you have any other questions for either of these two or about the bones in general, please just reach out. We'd be happy to get back to you. Thanks again.